right, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call Us
One time for the one
podcast.
time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dub. What's happening?
What's happening, my brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We are back again for episode number 63.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, we getting on up there, man. We just to hit it.
Yeah.
When do you get AARP? Is it like 65?
No, it's young now. You can get AARP at like 30 now.
Wait, what?
I feel like we had this conversation over this show before.
I don't think.
I promise we had this conversation on the show before.
We be drinking on the show, so.
But yeah, it's young and stuff. And they
Okay,
say the
well,
discounts
whatever.
ain't even worth it.
Okay, well, the discount at Luby's is 65, so. Yeah, I feel like you got to be 65.
Some moons on Miami.
I feel like you got to be 65 to go to Luby's. But
It's only like one Luby's left. I
and
don't
others-
even.
Yeah, I think it's the one. It's like one on Hampton, I think.
Oh, there's one over there.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, I think it's still one that's operational off of 635.
Who fucking knows?
Let me know if y'all remember Luby's. Give
yeah.
us a like if you remember Shoney's or Ryan's.
Shout out to Shoney's. Yeah, this is episode number 63. Y'all know how we get down. You can catch us at the 2 Cent You Call It podcast on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell right up there in the top right hand corner. I think it's the top right, or maybe it's on. Anyway, hit that notification bell so you can hear every time we post. For your listening pleasure, we are also on, whenever I can get the episodes uploaded, we are on Spotify.
Look, see,
that was on me, not you.
No.
That was on me. That was on me, not you.
No.
I said whenever I can.
That's how you said it.
No, because it's still like we still have 2 episodes that you sent me that I haven't put on there. So that was on me, not you.
No, I sent
that wasn't
to you?
a shot at you. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes. Like I think the latest episode on the listening platforms. No, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, you sent me like 2 of them that I haven't posted that are like at this point like fucking months old.
Okay.
So that was a shot at me, not you,
all right,
sir.
Okay. Well, I'll take my part in it too.
All right, for your listening pleasure, we are on. See where you see how you was just about to.
Nah, because you started that shit last week. That's like we was doing good. I was gonna chime in on the intro, but you had to take another dig at me.
All right, for your listening pleasure, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Apple Podcast,
and Google Podcasts, busting out your eardrums.
Yeah.
All right, man. Back in the mix of it. First things first, my brother. What's in your glass tonight?
I found some ingredients in here from 2 weeks ago.
And just started putting shit together. Huh?
Yeah, man. It's a apple mimosa right now. So it's apple juice, what's supposed to be juice, and
yeah,
and some champagne. That's what I'm sipping on tonight. What you got over there?
I am. Well, you failed me today.
I did not fail you.
You failed me because a couple of weeks ago I had brought over an apple whiskey.
Okay.
And
apple and whiskey.
Apple, yeah. And I had expected that apple whiskey to still be here when I got here today, which is why I did not stop at the liquor store on my way over here. Yeah, and I got here just to find out that you took the whiskey to an event that we had.
Okay, and the event was what? Celebrating you?
Yeah, it was. And but at the same time, I didn't.
It was, you needed it.
Well, how you gonna bring my bottle?
Liquor? You needed liquor there, right?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't need liquor?
I did not, because I didn't even drink.
That's a lie.
I had the champagne, but outside of that, I didn't drink anything.
Well, my brother, that's your fault. You should have been getting toasted.
How did you bring my bottle? Well, first of all,
I was under the influence. Anyway,
the reason that I didn't bring any liquor is because we had drank Friday night and Saturday night, and so I was like,
Saturday night.
It was something. I don't remember what it was, but maybe nope.
It was just you by yourself.
Yeah. That was we were celebrating. I was celebrating with some of the people from the place, from the training place.
Yeah, that's what it was. Cause Friday night, I didn't come home.
Friday night
we went to karaoke.
Oh yeah. You had an adventure.
I didn't. Don't in the venture. Don't make it seem like that. I don't want to put myself out there because I'm trying to make moves.
But yeah, long story long. I am drinking on whiskey and cranberry juice.
Look, man, right on time.
Yeah.
Right on time. See, now if you really want to make an apple whiskey, you got this apple juice over here. You can just pour that in there. And then pour the cranberry juice on top of that, and they give you a concoction of flavors that I don't know what it's going to taste like.
I don't I'm gonna opt out of that one because I don't think that's going to give me a palatable taste. I don't think that's going to be what I don't think that's going to be good at all. How was your week, brother?
Week was cool.
What you do?
So, last time we spoke, it's been like 2 weeks. Well, not last time that we spoke.
I was just to say, it hasn't been 2 weeks
that we spoke. On mic was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The week before that, it wasn't anything exciting. It's been just like a whole lot of work. Thursday, I had a lunch date. We decided that we was gonna call it a lunch date. Okay. I'm not gonna put too much information out there because
So how was the lunch date?
It was cool. So that was
okay. Well, wait. Can we actually? Did you pay for it?
Yes.
So okay, we can call it a lunch date.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna 9 times out of 10 I'm going to pay. Especially if I'm in the presence of a woman, I'm going to offer to pay. Ladies, this is another thing. The gesture of you actually reaching for your pocketbook.
It's cute.
Your pocketbook.
Your pocketbook
is
it's cute.
It's cute.
It's flattering.
Yeah. It goes a long way. It's 9 times out of 10 we know that you're not gonna try to pay anyway.
Yeah.
But just the thought of you thinking that you would pay, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
But I paid for it and stuff. So it was during.
So let me ask you this before we
my story.
Right. No, we gonna continue the story, but before you get into the story, are you always going to pay when you're with a lady friend, whether it's platonic or you're interested, or is it just when you're interested or could potentially be interested?
As a man, I don't know if it's ego based or the way I was raised. I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
So
now don't order nothing crazy.
No. Well, shit. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Matter of fact, I went out on a friend date with. Matter of fact, it was with Tia.
Yeah.
And stuff. We went to go get tacos and stuff like that. And she was like, "No, I told you I was gonna pay this time." I was like, "Oh, well, all right." I like. Everything in me wanted to pay for it and stuff. She's like, "Nah, but I told you that." And I was like, "All right, well, next time I got you."
Yeah. And I mean, I know the answer to that, but I'm just, I asked the question, I guess, more so for the listeners because, every time we go out, especially if we, got a group of ladies with us, we usually just take the tab and split it, even though,
Or ladies that we don't know. That one time they came in from
now that
Chicago.
That was on you because you was like, "Hey, we buying rounds." I was like, "Oh, are we?"
No, I don't think I said we were buying rounds.
We bought rounds.
I just invited them. Well, no, it was one of their birthdays, and I think like the one round for the one person turned into multiple. Everybody's.
Yeah. Let me say this, ladies. When we. Especially after a show, on a show night, if we are out, that is the easiest way to take advantage of us. Because we just be at the bar like, fuck it. Bottles.
Don't need to do it. I'll be looking at my statement the next day. Be like, what the fuck was I doing?
What did I spend money on? Where did it go? I'll be mad at Joe. Shit, Joe, you let me charge all this shit at the bar. Like, you the manager. Why you didn't cut this shit?
Exactly. And he be trying to look out for us. And he'll still be like, I see why you keep giving us drinks. Keeps telling us to come back. But yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to and you know what? I will do that shout out. I'm going to do that shout out publicly because we have a very good working relationship with them. Harwood Tavern, downtown. Is that considered downtown? I guess with like in the middle.
Yeah.
That's more so farmers market area.
Well, that's you, brother, with all the stuff.
Yeah.
I say it's downtown.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like the area that I stay in now is named something else, but I still call it North Dallas.
Okay. Well, yeah, Hardwood Tavern. If you got a chance to check it out, best karaoke spot on Friday night, which is usually where we be after the show. Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe, the manager over there.
Yeah.
Always gonna take care of you.
Yeah, he'll do you right and stuff. They pour the shots.
Okay, back to your date. So how was the lunch date?
Bitch, it's like twice in 2 minutes.
Squirrel brain.
It was cool, man. It was with somebody that I've known of or was familiar with.
Boy, you gonna spin the block, ain't you?
It wasn't spinning the block.
Oh, okay.
Like we never dated. Matter of fact, we were never close. We weren't. I want to say cool. Like we would see each other in passing. Well, I guess it's kind of like the same with my ex. Cause
kind of spinning the block.
We saw the
kind of spinning the block.
Nah. But
okay.
Anyway, yeah. And stuff. We were just talking and stuff, and we finally decided just to have lunch and stuff like that. You know,
okay.
I always want to just test the waters and stuff.
So how was the lunch?
Lunch was good. We went to a New Orleans style place.
Okay.
That we've been to previously. They used to be in Richardson, but now they moved to
Addison, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
And stuff like that. Because it's like right across the street
from your job.
My job. So it's like, all right, cool. And
we
she
actually
works.
Need to hit them up for a happy hour one day.
I'm trying to think. What did they have? I think their happy hour is something else. Might doing something crazy. But yeah, it was cool. We just went over there. We had just some sandwiches and shit. I'm ADD right now. But oh my God, I feel like, do you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. I was trying to ignore it, but it's pretty heavy right now.
Just gonna have to ignore it at this point.
But yeah, so we had some sandwiches and some shit. Yeah, brother, gotta love.
Growing pains.
Yeah. I'm trying out a new mic this week, y'all. So bear with us and stuff. So we're gonna see how this goes. As of right now, it's seeming like a no, because I don't know where it's coming from.
It's gonna work.
So yeah. And then I brought my cards with me, the first date cards and stuff like that. So we had some deep conversation over some topics, and it was pretty. It was good. We had ideas of each other that weren't necessarily true. So
you're good at like the whole icebreaker type deal, because I just be out here winging shit. Like I would have never thought to even purchase some like first date cards to like necessarily have as far as just a topic of discussion.
Yeah, so I saw them online one day, and I don't necessarily agree with the guy that's associated with him.
Okay. I didn't even know that somebody was associated with him.
Yeah, matter of fact, they're right here. You can read them while so you'll probably recognize the name on there. So I don't necessarily agree with his talking points on everything. Mm-hmm. But it offers some good questions to ask to people, just so you can kind of keep the conversation going. It can make you go a little bit deeper. And I have like 3 decks for different stages of everything. So
okay.
We just use those as kind of like a springboard for some things. She said she wants to finish the deck. So next time we link up, then we can finish it. But it's definitely a conversation starter, and hopefully, if you have any type of conversation, you can branch off into everything else. You don't.
So now, is this a potential like it's gonna be something more than just platonic, or could it potentially be an actual, I don't want to say relationship, but actual situation?
You know me at this point in life, I'm trying to get married. I'm not in a rush. And we had that conversation too about how quickly my last relationship went. So it was like December. The next point was it was like full blown relationship in February.
Like,
April was I love you, and then by June I was asking her pops, what I'm saying, like, would you be okay with this? And I was trying to propose in October, so it's been like a little bit underneath a year.
I mean, but I guess at the same time we're older, so it's not like that's quick. I guess in your early 20s, mid 20s, but you start hitting those 30s, early 30s, mid 30s.
Well, I base everything off my parents because I call them the blueprint and stuff, and their timeline was pretty. Well, at least from what I can remember, it was pretty quick. I try to be intentional about what I want, and try to stick. I don't necessarily want to say it's a timeline, but I try to stay true to that, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. I think I've wasted enough people's time in my fuckboy ex era of everything like that. And I'm still trying to cope with that.
Yeah.
That's how I sent you a text earlier today.
You childish.
Just being petty and
I
shit.
Need you to grow up.
I'm growing. And stuff. But yeah, back to this lunch date. It was cool. Definitely interested in seeing her again. And just kind of, getting to know each other a little bit better. There's been a couple more women that I've seen that could be potential romantically. So, I'm trying to slow everything down. I don't want to focus too much on one person. I'm trying to do the dating pool for real. Because last time I was just like too intentional. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get married, and this is the timeline, and this is what it's gonna be. But
and boom, we had a wedding.
Yeah. Well, anyways, other than that, man, my week was cool. I just went to the hot doctor.
Get it out.
The heart doctor today. Everything, my stuff came back cool from a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
When I went to go do my tests.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Now, I just got to stop being a fat ass and lose some weight. And
heard you breathing.
Follow up. Yes, there's definitely some heavy breathing last week. Follow up on my sleep apnea stuff, man. And I'm just trying to be healthy, man. I'm trying to live for my kids.
I feel that, man.
That I don't have.
Well, not them kids, but I feel the rest of it.
Fuck the kids, but yeah, man. How about your week, man? I've been talking for like 20 minutes already.
My week was good. Well, I think it's because majority of that 20 minutes I was kind of throwing shit out there and then the story.
And then 5 minutes I was trying to figure out what the noise in the background was.
But we here. My week was pretty good, man. Since the last time we was on the show, a lot has happened. The training that I was in, well, some people know, most people don't. As far as it was like one of the reasons that the show had kind of, I guess been postponed for a little while. The training that I was in, it was a 6.5 month training. That's over now, which I am excited about. Got through it, got everything done.
Super proud of you, brother.
Thanks, man.
You stuck with it. And as soon as you said you got the results that you wanted, I said, good, because now you can shut the fuck up. Tell me about it.
Nah, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate my circle because it was something that was a very trying time. It was it was like, a time that just took me, I really had to focus. I had to be focused on exactly what was going on. I had to kind of step back from a couple of things, which is, one of the reasons that we weren't recording the show as frequently as we would normally do. So I'm glad to be out of that process, glad to be back and recording the show on the regular. We did celebrate, which is what we was talking about, where you left my bottle. We did.
This bitch.
We did get to celebrate. Shout out to my family, man. I am going to say that I have one of the best families that one can ask for, because a lot of people in my family are actually my friends. And you talk about your family, and you know that's something that you can't choose.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even like their family, which it happens. Shit happens. But I actually like my family. They are pretty great and awesome people. They are very supportive, and we always have a good time every time we get together. So I just want to say thank you to them. Thank you to y'all, my circle. Thank you to everybody for just keeping me uplifted in prayers, keeping the encouragement going, and all of that. But since I have gotten out of that training, this whole past week I've been off, man, and it has been great.
I imagine
it has been great. I am one that you already know how my mental health goes. Like it's usually directly linked to a trip. Like I'm one of those people that like when I get back from a trip, I'm already like, when's the next trip?
Yeah.
What's the next flight? And I actually had a trip planned for when I got out of this training, and I ended up canceling, man. I was gonna go over to Miami. That's one of my favorite getaway spots. And I was supposed to. I took my test on that Monday. I was supposed to fly out that Wednesday, and I was like, man, no. Like, I need time to actually sit down, recover, like do stuff at the house that I had been neglected for like 6 months. Like,
hey brother, you want to take another week off?
I really do, but I'm not gonna do it just yet.
This is because I got some shit around here that you...
I'm definitely not. Yeah, no, that's not.
It's only 2 rules.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Melanie.
Yeah, but it was very relaxing. Like I tried to plan out this week of just being off as like in my day, doing something for the house, doing something for myself, and doing something with other people. Kind of each day, and it worked out, man. It put me in a good space. It got me back right as far as mentally. Just allowed me to press that reset button, because I was just like after 6 months, 6.5 months of just straight grinding, training, like trying to having to be in a certain mindset. It definitely allowed me to hit the reset.
Did you sit in your chair?
I did.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Okay. I'm trying to see if you still use it, because you be talking about me.
Nah, I do. That
unnecessary shit.
I actually was talking to somebody about that massage chair maybe a week ago, because I actually did think that was gonna be like just like I was gonna have buyer's remorse with it. And surprisingly, no. Like, I get in that motherfucker, and it was well worth the purchase. Like, I definitely use it. So
the only time I ever sit in those is when it's not even those. I was about to say getting my feet done. I don't even want to say getting my feet done, because it sounds low. If I go
secure,
get a pedicure and stuff. But somebody did tell me about doing a zero gravity pedicure.
One of those tanks? Oh no, a zero gravity.
So like it's getting your pedicure, but you like all
in a zero gravity chair,
all the way laid back.
Oh, okay. Never would have thought about it. I was
gonna check about. And I was like, I snore, so I don't really want to be around a whole lot of people.
You gonna be in the house sounding like a wounded bear?
But they give you headphones.
Oh,
so everybody has their own headphones.
Oh, okay. But except the technician, shit.
Well, yeah.
Fuck, am I paying you right?
You don't get all this work. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, brother, I'll cut you off.
Nah, you good. Nah, shit, I didn't cut you off. Nah, but the week was great, man. I feel like I'm back in a good mental space. For a while there, I could feel myself not. I want to say slipping, but I don't want to make it more dramatic than it is, because it wasn't like I was just on the edge of fucking. I'm not
checking out this movie.
Yeah, I was trying to refrain from going there, but. It just was in the space. Like I wasn't my normal self. Like it wasn't my usual self. Like even when we would record the show during that time, like I could feel myself, having to like push out, like having to push, myself to get to doing it. And I feel like now I'm back to a place of just a good headspace. In a good place in my career, and I can only be thankful for it. Thankful for just all of the opportunities that I've been given in my career. It's been a good ride, man. I've been on. Most people know I've been in my career at this point like 6.5 years, and I love it. I couldn't ask for.
Has it come quicker than you expected?
Yes. The position that I'm in now. I wasn't expecting to hit this position until about 10 years in. 10 to 12 years in.
Well ahead of schedule.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm just grateful. I'm thankful for everything that has come with it. And I'm along for the ride, man. I'm looking forward to what the future brings.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. We got a couple of things to talk about. There's a lot that has happened in the last 2 weeks since we recorded. First things first, Big T, man, number 45.
Yeah.
All these indictments, man. They
coming down.
They dodging. They playing dodgeball in this whole.
Yeah.
They trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, man. He got them everywhere. He just came out with some more that came out in Georgia.
What you thinking about it?
It's always pessimistic when it comes to him. I feel like just when you think you got him,
some bullshit happened.
They be like, "Nah, we ain't gonna do it."
But you know what? You know how I know, like, how somebody's guilty is when they start deflecting to somebody else and be like, "Hey, but look what they did." Like,
but he been doing that the entire time.
Yeah, but it's really bad right now. It's like it's almost like admitting to it, but then pointing the finger at somebody else to justify like you doing it. Like you're saying, I mean, I had this, but this motherfucker over here. It's
I know you like, ain't talking, bitch.
It's almost like, yeah, I did that shit, but look what the fuck that person doing.
Yeah.
And when I did it, I was actually in the seat, and that motherfucker was just, he wasn't all the way there yet. Like,
but yeah, I'm. It's kind of scary. Have you been seeing the stuff that's like surrounding it? Like people are like threatening civil war if he's actually
let me tell you
charged.
Let me tell you. And this was for a later topic in the docket, but we gonna bring it up right now. We are not our ancestors. So let me tell you. You start up some bullshit if you want to.
Hey. Well, yeah, on the first election, I went ahead and got myself situated.
You start up some bullshit if you want to. We are not our predecessors
and stuff. And you know what? I don't know if I necessarily like that.
Okay, it
puts a connotation like because it was plenty
was going for anything.
Yeah, it was plenty that tried to buck.
Yeah.
But they just
and I say that not to say that they wasn't on some rah-rah shit, like they wasn't on the shit that was going, they just went for anything, but they didn't have the resources. Like they, it was a different time, and they couldn't fight back the way that we are able to in this day and age. Like a civil war would look completely like you'd be talking about Avengers Civil War type shit right now. Like we got shit on both sides that. We gonna equal this playing field, dog.
Yeah, and stuff. So I mean, I'm interested to see what comes from it. I'm praying for the best, but prepared for the worst.
Yeah. I always pray. Now that's the biggest thing. I always praying for the best. Like even though the joy that I get from our people standing up for exactly, not even just standing up, but not allowing certain shit to happen to us. I'm for it every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to equality, like the biggest thing is like just let the shit be equal. You know what I'm saying? Like let equal rights actually mean what it's supposed to mean. Yeah. Versus like, oh, you just feel like you can treat people any kind of way because it's the way that you've been doing it for so long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's afraid. I won't say everybody's afraid of change, but majority of people are afraid of change, and it can look scary. That's not excusing how people act, but you know you got to embrace it. Let me talking because it's some shit that I won't embrace. I'm gonna leave that off blank. But
who you gonna move?
Well, you know what?
Negative. But yeah, them indictments rolling in. I think we're up to.
He had, I think it was 10 in Georgia.
I thought it was 9. I know we're up there.
It's up. That's just in Georgia. He still got some stuff that's in like New York. Yeah. And then not to mention this stuff.
And you know Georgia don't be on that bullshit. Like Georgia is coming with it as far as Georgia. as far as trying to make a difference and trying to make a change. Like,
yeah, they got a black DA out there. She said she with the shit.
She with all the smoke. Like she coming with it. So we gonna be following. Yeah, we gonna be talking about it.
Like 3 black people that I seen that's indicted with them on some stuff. It's a lot of charges. Giuliani, he got indicted on a lot of shit.
It's a lot. It's a man. America is like.
Good luck, homie.
America is like a reality show right now. Like
it's been like that for years. I think everybody looks at America like a reality show.
Yeah, but over the past, I would say like 6 years, it's been really like, what the fuck? Like, who is producing that? Where's Mona Scott?
You know what? I want to get back to a point where we can call shit weird. That's weird. Like it's offensive to say, you know what? That's some weird shit. But it's in reality, it's weird. Yeah. Shout out to Austin. Stay weird.
Yeah. That was the first thing I thought about. Keep Austin weird. I was actually just talking to somebody that just visited Austin because they didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. And I'm like, Dallas definitely not from Texas.
Dallas is giving them a run for their money. It's getting weirder by the day.
Yeah, but in other news, man, hip hop turns 50.
Yeah, congratulations.
I know there was one thing.
Let me hit my buttons and shit over. Shout out to hip hop turning 50.
Shout out to the producer over here. Yeah, man. One thing, fun fact that I saw about hip hop turning 50 that I didn't know, because I think they was doing like a whatever you want to call it about the ladies of hip hop.
Okay.
And I did not know that Queen Latifah, and it was actually her birthday recently. I did not know that she was the first rapper, not the first female rapper, but the first rapper to perform at a Super Bowl. Did not know that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know she performed at Super Bowl.
I did not either, but
let me look that up. When did she perform at Super Bowl?
It was like 90s or it was like 90s.
Who you calling a bitch?
I think it was like 97 or something like that. But I literally just saw it. Like I just saw it maybe last night or this morning or something. But I was just like, that's pretty cool. Like for
98.
Yeah, I knew it was around that time.
Well, okay.
But I was like, that's kind of cool.
She was like living single around that time, right?
Yeah. But I mean, but before she was on Living Single, she was still Queen Latifah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, true. No, I don't want people to think that I didn't know her before then, but yeah.
I mean, well, technically we did know her before then because in '98, you was what? How old?
98?
Yeah,
I was 10.
You were 9.
I was 10. Well,
at the end of 98.
At the end of 98, yeah. Bitch, don't be putting my fucking information out there.
Yeah. So yeah, hip hop turns 50, man. Shout out to hip hop, man. I think for a lot of people, hip hop is like something that kept them, going, like kept them out of just dumb shit, like just listening to music and all, like. Yeah. That's one of my tattoos. Like, well, shit, that's the only one. Well, I got 2 of them, but that's one of my tattoos. Like, music is life. You know what I'm saying? Like, music keeps people going. It tells a story.
It's a song for every situation that you.
Yeah, for sure.
So let me ask you this: when did you get introduced to hip hop?
You already know the answer to this question.
Well, I'm gonna say like your first CD. Was that the first time that you like actually heard?
Okay, no. The first time I was introduced to hip hop, I can tell you exactly where I was. I can tell you what I was listening to, and I don't know if it was on the CD player or if it was actually on the radio. It had to be on a CD player because my grandparents didn't listen to rap. So it had to be a CD player, but it had to be a burnt disc, and I would have had to got it from my
burnt disc. Wow.
And I would have had to got it from my brother or somebody that was with. No, I lied. It was a cassette.
Okay.
And I had a tape player, and it was something that we had recorded from the radio.
Okay.
And I was listening to it on tape. First time I got introduced to hip hop was Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Pastor Cavassier. That was probably the first song.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. Okay. Pastor Cavassier came out in like 2000 something.
I still had a tape. So
I'm saying this because your first CD was a CD from like the 80s.
It was not from
that shit was from Bigger and Deffer. I promise that shit was. Let me see.
That was not well. I mean, but timeline wise, it would have made sense though, because that was 01, so I was still young. Now, granted, the reason that I didn't get I didn't
87.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why. The reason was because that when growing up, my parents nor my grandparents listened to rap.
Okay.
And so I grew up on all of the R&B. That was that, and I think that's why it still holds, so close to me today, because I grew up on so much R&B that I didn't really get introduced to rap until I was 11, 12.
That makes sense.
And I do remember it. It was on the radio because I was around the time it came out, and I can remember. I remember specifically that song, and I remember it was a song that came out a little later. But specifically, I can remember that song, and I can remember listening to it, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is talking about. But this song is fire to me.
It was Yin Yang Shake.
It was what?
Yin Yang Shake.
No, man, sorry. Alright, so that's funny because I literally text you earlier today, and let me tell y'all that are in your 30, in between your 30s and your 40, or in between 30 and 40, y'all, I know we grew up the same way. Go back and listen to all of the rap songs that you loved as a kid that you probably shouldn't have been listening to. But, we had the edited versions. Go back and listen to those songs unedited, and you be like, Jesus Christ.
Shit, raunchy.
What the fuck was we listening to? Like, a lot of this shit is hella inappropriate. And we shouldn't have been listening to it. But yeah, going back to like hip hop, man, that I can literally say, outside of like R&B rap duets or features, that would have been, going back, that would have been my first. Now I know what you're talking about as far as my first CD, my first rap CD, which is crazy. My first rap CD. And I remember where I got it from too. I got it from one of my, technically it's my cousin, but it's like one of those cousins that could have been your aunt or uncle.
Gotcha.
And so my first rap CD, I don't even know the name of the album now.
Bigger and Deffer. LL Cool J. Bad.
That was my first. That was my first rap album.
May 29th, 1987 was when that came out.
Cool J. You couldn't tell me shit. I was LL Cool J is hard as.
All right, Fred.
Boy, you childish. Nah, but that was my first rap album. But shout out to the GOATs, man. Shout out to the legends in rap, man.
Definitely.
They definitely, and I mean, those are the legends for us, right? But obviously, rap is way older than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, they have rappers from before that time. But for me, growing up in that era, like, it was the Queen Latifahs, the Cool J's, the Busta Rhymes, the, even Missy Elliott Missy Elliott and Timbaland at that stage in our lives.
Oh shit! Speaking of that, rest in peace, Magoo.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And it was crazy. First of all, black people don't take anything seriously because we will caption anything. We will caption anything.
Go ahead.
And we just don't know how to act.
I posted something on Facebook, and then somebody came underneath that. It was said something about, I ain't gonna do it because that's disrespectful.
Yeah, we not.
I told her, I was like, nope.
Like,
I'm not going there with you today.
Black people don't take anything seriously.
Anyways, but I cut you off again.
Nah, I was done with that part. Where were you? What would you say? Where were you when you first was like, hip hop is it, and this was your first listen?
All right. Well, I aged myself. My first time listening to something, and I don't necessarily want to call it hip hop, but I can remember like first, like for real rap was Do the Bartman. That Michael Jackson wrote on, and Bart Simpson was doing. It's like, do the Bartman, do the Bartman. But outside of that, we didn't
take it back.
Y'all listen. Y'all look it up. It's called Do the Bartman.
Take it back. That goes back to you clowning me for the.
I was like 4 at the time, though.
I mean, yeah, but
you was 11. Listening to the album, which isn't bad, but you normally don't go back into your discography. I
told you where I got it from, so
and stuff. Your uncle that was 52. Your uncle cousin that was 52.
He was in his 50s.
Let me put you on something, nephew.
Probably his 40s. He's probably in his 40s.
But after that, I really didn't listen to rap like that until I got to Dallas. And I think the first thing I remember is Freak Nasty, The Dip.
Something that you probably shouldn't have been listening to.
It was clean on the radio. I put my hand up.
Yeah, I know exactly what song you're talking about.
Yeah,
we definitely shouldn't have been listening to. As another song that you go back and listen to, and as an adult, you be like, "What the fuck?"
The Dip, and then Dip, and obviously like Will Smith was something like that. A lot of people don't consider him too hip hop in his later years because he was doing more poppy.
But he was rapping. Like, I mean, what?
Poppy records and stuff like that. And Mr. Pook and Mr. Luce, I remember.
Yeah.
Crook for Life, whenever that came out and stuff, it had the city on lock. And it was everywhere.
Shout out to Dallas.
But yeah, man. As I got older, I got more into hip hop, but I've always been like you, always been more of an R&B head. Soul, funk, because that's just what my parents had me listening to.
Because you know, in the black household, especially if your parents is older, on Saturday morning, you gotta give it up. You better Marvin Gaye.
You know what I'm saying? Washing baseboards and cleaning bathrooms and shit. But yeah, man, congratulations to hip hop, man.
Yeah, man. Speaking of music, though, we got a couple of other artists from different genres in the news this week. Starting off with just Britney, bitch.
Oh,
it's Britney. I didn't even know about this. Let me tell you, because when you told me about this story, I was just like, first of all, when did Britney get married again? Because in my mind, she's still a Federline.
So, Britney got married again was she got because you remember maybe it was like a year or two ago. They were trying to get her out of conservativeship from her parents.
Yeah.
And stuff. So as soon as she got out there, she ended up marrying some other guy, and they got divorced.
At this point, Brittany, sit down, please.
Recently, so it's like a 14-month marriage. And she been doing a lot of crazy stuff on the internet, so it have you thinking like, okay, maybe her daddy did know a little something.
I mean, at this point, because of all the crazy shit on the internet, I thought she was single, because I'm like,
nah. So she
who the fuck.
She got out of conservatorship. She started dancing around the house with them titties out. And then she got married.
And then she got divorced.
And then she got divorced and stuff.
That's not funny.
But yeah, so that's like married. That's marriage 2 for her. Is that 2?
Yeah.
2 or 3?
Well, I know it's got to be at least 2. At least 2. In my mind, she's still a Federline. So.
Okay. Fucking Federline.
Yeah, prayers for Britney, man, because because I feel like she really be having like mental shit going on. Like at this point, like bring her daddy back. Like,
yeah, she had a breakdown a long time ago. And,
like it's crazy. If I first of all, if I start doing some crazy shit,
I'm gonna let you do it.
Nah, see.
I'm encouraged to shit. Yeah, man, do it. Do that shit.
Don't do that
shit. Go Tiger.
If you don't recognize that reference, you are too young to be listening to this show. In other news, I was about to say.
My other transition that we talk about.
Yeah,
we ain't there yet.
I was about to say that. In other news, Lizzo, man, she has been in the news. This is your entertainment tonight. I
don't know if they picked it up on your mic or not. But yeah,
I wish we had video because that would have been fucking hilarious. Lizzo has been in the news because, ironically enough, for fat shaming.
Yes, and other things.
Shout
out to the bananas.
Okay, first of all, black people ain't shit because somebody said this Lizzo and they played that Players Club clip.
We say you so heavy?
No, the one where she busts in the room and she talking to all the hoes. What's up?
Oh, you talking about Ronnie?
Yeah. Somebody played that and was like, "This Lizzo, bro." When I tell you, we gotta find that clip and attach it. But yeah, man, they said she be wilding, bro, and which is crazy to me. What did you see about it?
When I initially saw it, it kind of makes sense. because if you're on the road, you're on stage, you performing and stuff like that, you want to be in shape. But where it's
okay,
be careful how I say this.
Okay,
where the critique was coming from, it didn't necessarily make sense.
Okay, here and okay, putting all of that aside, like putting the whole, you gotta look a certain way, you gotta be in a certain type of fitness range or whatever the fuck. It was the like extra like diva shit that had got me, because they was like, one night she had like a lot of her staff just like walking fucking miles for a piece of cheesecake type shit.
I think they was joking about that shit. I think that was a reference to. That
was not a joke.
That was a reference to Diddy.
I know what it was a reference to.
I don't think she had to walk in front of the damn cheesecake.
I know it was a reference to the man. We grew up in the same era. I watched the same shit. I know it was a reference, but tell me that you wouldn't see Lizzo having somebody walk for a turtle cheesecake.
No, she would order room service
for a red velvet slice from Cheesecake Factory.
She would order room service at that point.
But it ain't Cheesecake Factory.
She get a DoorDash.
It ain't turtle from Cheesecake Factory.
I pray that no, that was just a it was a joke. That's what I'm landing on.
I'm just man. I just it's crazy to see like the turn of events, right? Because it went from, I feel like it went from Lizzo can do no wrong to like everybody's on the other side of the spectrum now, and it's like, to me, I feel like it was like, I feel like a lot of Lizzo fans only rode that wave because of
body positivity.
Yeah, well, quote unquote, right? Like, I'm using air quotes because
looking at your eyes because you were trying
to. I was trying to fix it up, and don't get me wrong, as a person of the heftier community,
both of us.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying that you shouldn't be on that wave. What I'm just saying is, at that point, she could do no wrong.
Yeah, I think. Well, I had already thought that she was just gonna cry again and get out of it, because every time something happens, she cries.
People not having it right now,
and they be like, "Oh yeah, get off of Lizzo." And
yeah,
the rest of the let me stop.
We gonna move on. Speaking of crying. Speaking of crying, there's a breakup that just happened. Well, apparently that the breakup has been there, but
I just read something that wasn't a breakup. Well, I just read that he didn't say that, but I ain't believing the shit.
No, I think they broke up.
Yeah.
But we talking about Usher and the new. So he just dropped the single, and I haven't heard the single yet.
I haven't either.
Just dropped Boyfriend. I haven't heard it. Don't know what it's about, but I do know that Keke Palmer, aka Killer and the Bee, was in the video after major controversy from her being at Usher's residency in Vegas.
With the cheeks out.
With them cheeks, I was just about to say. With them cheeks out. And that was a big thing. I think we even talked about it on the show briefly. That was a big thing when it happened. And then I believe that they, her and her man broke up like not too far after that.
Yeah.
And then they dropped the video for his new single.
Yeah.
People say, where there's smoke, there's fire. What you think?
I think Keke corny.
I almost lost my life.
Stops dying over there. But no, I think I think this is the most that she's had the attention on her.
Really?
Outside of just like straight acting, in more of like a sex symbolish type of way, or people are actually like checking for me in other than spelling apple in a contest. And she's just trying to capitalize off of it. I mean, she dropped a song right after that happened about how she was independent and the only thing that she needed was her son, and how she was a boss bee and everything like that. And then to do this, I'm just say Usher gives no fuck. Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay,
how tall is Usher?
Like 5'0".
Okay, why wouldn't we just be going crazy over him? Like he just,
I think with that one, I think it's not per se the standards of like the regular standards of women that be like, oh girl, he got to be 5'11" 6 feet and taller.
Yeah, like
I think it's the fact that for them, Usher was they like childhood crush, because if you think about it,
this big on TV.
Many people probably didn't know Usher was short until like they became an adult. But if you think about it, like when we was growing up, like what girl didn't have a Usher? Like what girl didn't have My Way CD? Like I know that was my sister's. Like, boy, if she couldn't find that CD, she was on your ass. Like,
I used to want to look like Usher.
You probably did at whatever age you was, because you was probably already taller than him. But no, yeah, I think it's more so of, the ladies grew up with him, and that was like their childhood crush, and it just never faded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Somebody said that your boyfriend's looking for me. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, he should know I'm pretty easy to find. Just look for me whenever he sees you.
That's the lyrics to Boyfriend?
That is the chorus to Boyfriend.
Oh, well. So let me ask you this: do you?
I smack the fuck out of Usher.
Well, first of all, Usher already warned you in 8701. He said,
"Don't leave your girl around me."
True player for real. That's my for real. Yeah. He kind of warned you, like, don't. You was the one that.
It was an episode of Boondocks and everything.
You was the one that let your girl go out to that Usher concert by herself. That was on you.
My way. It's. I had this conversation with a couple of women. I'm like, first of all, nah, you're not leaving the house like that if you're with me.
Dead ass.
And I'm not trying to be
Dead
trolling or anything, but that's just
Dead
out
ass.
of
That's respect
and stuff. And it was like, no, well, you're insecure. Like, no, it's
that's like respect. Me saying that I'm about to walk out the house with gray sweatpants and no drawers on. Like,
yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you looking for that attention and stuff. And I understand women, after they have kids, do use these for your they have kids, sometimes they don't feel as sexy. They still want to gain that attention, but are you not getting it at home? Why are you looking for it outside of home?
And my thing is, in a relationship, like, I would hope that you would express that, and that could be communication. Like, the biggest thing for me in a relationship, and I think it should be the most important thing, is like, you need to be able to communicate with your partner. Like, you need to be able to be open and honest about what you going through, your desires, like what's going on, like what you need at this point, because it's going to change, right?
Yeah.
Like, what people don't understand, I think, is that as you grow older, the things that you like, the things that you deal with, the things that you'll tolerate, like the things that you want out of a relationship, they change.
Everything changes. Yeah, it's always
because you grow.
Yeah.
And you at this, people get married at such a young age. Sometimes, they get married in their early 20s at times, and you get to a point, you come up into your 30s, and it's like, man, I don't even like the same shit that I liked at 20 something.
Yeah.
Like, I like going out to turn up and being in the club at 20 something. Now, shit, I'm cool at the house. Have a couple of people over. Like, drinking wine or whiskey or scotch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if that's what it is, like if you know, I feel like if you in a relationship and you feel like, oh, I'm not getting the attention that I'm seeking or feel like I'm deserving of, shit, say something.
Yeah,
because they don't know all the time.
Yeah, nobody's a mind reader and stuff. You would hope that your significant other would pick up on cues and stuff like that, but a lot of times that stuff is not readily, I want to say available, but readable, I guess you can say. Just let people know. And if you want honesty, you can have honesty. Like Mike, when he was talking to Sheila, when she had that, she had that gown on.
That mountain?
No, when she had that gown on. She's like, I thought you would like it. Nah. I'm just fucking with y'all. Nah. But yeah, just I think you gotta keep those lines of communication open and remember that everybody changes.
Yeah. He would have had me fucked up though, because you play in my face like that, you gonna have to run up.
That's why you hit that bitch in the bottle. Say bow.
Well, speaking of hitting people with bottles and chairs and everything else,
Vince McMahon.
That was it. No. There was an incident in Alabama.
Yeah,
that happened. It happened, I think, like a week and a half ago, but we didn't have a show, so we didn't get to talk about it. So we're gonna talk about it now.
It happened like the day after we recorded the last episode.
Yeah. So, what's your take?
I can't tell you how many times I watched that video when I first saw it. And
again,
my soul just
cried out for joy. Black people ain't shit. Because the amount of memes and recreations and one of my favorite ones was them fucking Avenger circles.
Oh shit. It came out and said, "Hey, what's up?"
And the Aquaman one.
They gave him like 16 different names, like Aquaman. Damn, what is they called him Sea Murder, but like SCA.
all the way to Unc with the chair.
Man, look, that's where the cops got involved.
Yeah,
they was letting him rock where he was hitting the dudes and shit.
Yeah,
but when he hit the old lady, they was like, all right. Now you got to come with us.
But I was happy to see my people though, because they started to go for me.
Oh, for him, yeah.
To bail Unc out, they was like, "Oh no."
I don't even know how old he is. He probably like.
He probably in his 40s.
He was out there, had the balls out like he was in his 20s though.
But hey, we are not our ancestors. Like, stop playing with us.
It was.
I bet chair sales went up. Folding chairs.
Hey, I saw somebody took a picture at Walmart and they had them like displayed up towards the front of shit. I was like, hey.
I seen one of the TikTokers. She's big on social media because she be doing the recaps of like what's going on. Like she's actually really knowledgeable. She be doing the recaps of like what's going on in politics in the world and everything. And she started her TikTok and was like, since y'all had so much of an issue with our black mermaid, we gave y'all white one back. And
shit. Old girl dragging old girl into the water. Man.
I said we as a people, we can't take anything. We can't take anything seriously.
Yeah, I think it's all trauma though. Because we just had to make the best out of a whole lot of situations. So we're going to try to find humor in everything.
Yeah.
It helps cope. But, Jesus. I laughed for a solid good 30 minutes watching that video back to back to back to back.
I'm with you because I can't tell you how many times. Especially because it was worse because over the last week I was off, and so you know how it is. When you off and just I don't have a bad time when I'm off. So I'm sitting here watching social media. Social media at night.
Again. Again. Another one. Man, I was all for it, man. I was all for it. Piece of me wish I was there, so I could have got a little bit of that action.
I couldn't have participated on the record because that would be assault, and I can't right now on the record. But yeah,
just put your mask on or something. We would have got you out of there. You could have took their boat and just drove off into the sunset.
I'm the captain now.
We would have put you on the Harriet. Well, no, it wasn't the Harriet. It was the Marriott.
I thought it was the Harriet.
Nah, it was actually the Marriott, but people were saying the Harriet.
Well, speaking of people taking stuff that ain't theirs, Michael Orr was in the news this week.
He was.
Let's talk about it.
So, essentially what happened was his quote-unquote adopted parents, he is suing them to get out of conservatorship. Shout out to Britney Spears. And he just realized, according to him, he just realized in February that he was never actually adopted. I was reading some stuff back in his book in 2011. He knew that it was called conservatorship, but when it was explained to him, they were saying, "Oh, it's basically the same thing as adoption, but just because you're over 18, we can't legally adopt you." So now he's suing to get royalties from the movie, from the book, and everything else that they've been paying out. He said when they get royalty checks, they split it 4 ways between the mother, the father, and their 2 kids. Yeah, and he doesn't get anything. So now he's just trying to get his paper.
No, I thought they were saying that it did get split between. So I thought they were saying that the split was they would split it. He would get a portion, the mother, the father, and the kids, but they all split evenly versus like them splitting in half and he getting half and then the rest of the family getting the other half.
I don't know. So from what I had read and somewhere heard, it was getting split 4 ways and he wasn't receiving anything.
But damn.
But then again, who knows? You know?
Again, we ain't shit.
But still,
you know what they said. You know the reason they said it's coming up now, right?
Because he broke?
Nah, they was like, you know, he just got married.
Oh.
It's like he married a black woman. She wasn't having that shit.
Look at this.
Get my just desserts, bitch. Get my money.
But
where's my money, man?
But yeah, even I've known for a while. I've heard that the movie, well, they say some stuff is exaggerated and stuff like that, but they made him look like 10 times worse than what it actually was, and he just kind of rocked with it because he didn't want to make anybody look bad, but he had a rough life, but they made it seem like he didn't know how to play football, but he already was a good football player. He was already like a really good basketball player and stuff like that, and it made it seem like he was just dumb and he couldn't do anything. Yeah, and they just taught him everything. So now the big debate is, these white savior movies that everybody, well, I won't say everybody likes, but Hollywood loves to put out. And
don't get me wrong, if it's a when I watched the movie, I was like, man, this is a dope story. You know what I'm saying? And if it's people out here that's really what they're doing, and I'm not saying that they didn't know we got to wait till this all plays out to see what part of it is true, because there's always three sides to the story. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, if it's feel good stories like that, and they're real stories, I'm with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you out here just trying to get fame off of, quote unquote good deed, nah, you should be ashamed of that shit. Yeah. And I try, even when I do stuff, I try not to
publicize it. You know, I shy away from recognition and all that stuff, and I try to just do it out the kindness of my heart, because it feels unauthentic when you just out there doing it for likes and stuff. I seen a video where this quote unquote influencer, she made a video of her cleaning up the beach, and she was like pretending to pick up stuff. And then she
just, this is the beach, like just leave it, and then the tide will roll it away.
Well, we see that Dub doesn't care about the ozone layer or anything else. But yeah, she was just pretending to pick stuff up, and then she just left the bag and everything on the beach, and she didn't give a fuck about anything. But she got her pictures, and she was just gone about her way and stuff. So, you know, some people just like they
be doing it for the gram.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy world we live in.
I feel you, man. It's a lot of crazy shit going on. We definitely gonna stay updated on most of this stuff. But you know, along with our last topic, we got a top 3 for today, and I feel like you still need to go first, because I feel like I can still change mine if
no, you go first. You're gonna go first. All top right. 3 today. This week is gonna be the top 3 football movies.
Top 3 football movies. All right, so if I'm gonna go first, I'm gonna pick the one.
No, you pick the ones that you really want.
Oh, I'm gonna pick. Yeah, this is one I really want, and I know it's gonna be on your list.
All three.
Well, this one for sure, and I know it's gonna be on your list, and I'm gonna still pick it. Remember the Titans.
Okay.
Cause you're killing me, Petey.
Okay.
You're killing me,
Petey. Okay. Shout out to Giselle. He listens to this show sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Optimistic. You said you was feeling optimistic this morning.
Yes.
All right, your top.
Okay. I am. Oh, so that's how you gonna try to do it. So now you can finesse it. All right.
Oh yeah, no, he's going for 1 for 1.
Okay, 1 for 1. Also on my list is going to be Remember the Titans. Yeah, bitch.
See this?
Yeah, bitch, you ain't outsmarted me.
Oh. This is why I want you to go first, because I knew that I was gonna take some of yours, and I still had backups.
Yeah, Remember the Titans, man. I remember that movie. Funny thing about that is, I went to a junior college, and right around the time that it was a monsoon or a tsunami hit the islands and stuff. We had some Samoans on our football team and stuff.
Shout out to the fam.
So we were doing the haka for like 15 weeks, but we was doing the haka before every game and
stuff.
Shout
out to the family.
And our coach was like, all right, it's enough of that. Y'all should be doing like the electric slide or some shit. It's like, you motherfucker. But we went on like a losing streak when we started doing the haka. So he was like, "Yes, enough of that shit."
Y'all was playing in my ancestors' face.
It was in support of them. All right, what's your number 2, man?
My number 2. This is one, and I almost, because you said your story about the hockey and everything, I almost picked my uncle in Gridiron Gang. So I'm not gonna pick that one. Okay. But I will pick a movie that I grew up with, that I've been watching since I was a kid.
Okay.
And that's going to be The Little Giants.
All right. Okay.
Icebox.
Okay. I like that movie. Yeah. My number 2 was going to be
it better not be
The Little Giants as well. Yeah, bitch.
Pick another fucking movie.
Are we gonna go 3 for 3, y'all? All right, so yeah, I definitely enjoy that.
No, yeah,
the annexation of Puerto Rico.
The annexation of Puerto Rico. Yeah,
yep,
I know that wasn't on your list.
It was on my list.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, we're gonna see if what's the last one. We'll see if we go 3 for 3.
And see, I should have went Gridiron Gang. And
you should have.
This last one, I'm gonna go because I feel like my first choice is gonna be one that you would have picked, and so I'm gonna pick this one. My first choice was going to be Medulla Oblongata. It was gonna be Waterboy. But I feel like you was gonna pick Waterboy.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna pick that one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick Radio.
Okay.
As one of them feel good movies that. You know, I mean, if I think that was based off of a true
story. Radio is a real person.
Yeah, and so it's one of them feel good movies. I thought I really fuck with. I thought Cuba Gooding Jr. was amazing in that movie.
You're trying to win an award.
Yeah, so
but like they say, Chopper Thunder, you never go full. That word.
All right, so that's gonna be my number 3. What's your number 3?
Unfortunately for you, my third one is actually fucking with you.
Yeah, I was just I know radio wasn't on your list.
No, my third one is gonna be Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
Any Given Sunday. And if I can give you another one, I'm going to say, The Program.
I never seen that movie.
So The Program is about a college team. It's actually got Omar Epps in there.
Okay.
And stuff is about the college team, but yeah, Any Given Sunday is gonna be my third one.
Okay, my honorable mention would have been just because I'm a hometown boy, it'd have been Carter High.
Okay, I don't think I ever seen Carter High.
Yeah, it was like
I saw
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
it was like our version of Friday Night Lights. Yeah, shout out to the top 3, y'all out there, and I know, who's gonna fuck with this list hard is D.
Yeah.
I know you got a list for it, so let me see it on YouTube. Yeah, shout out to the top 3. If you got a top 3 football list, feel free to make your comment on YouTube. Let us know what you think.
Rudy.
I thought about Rudy too. I thought about Rudy.
Rudy's too long for me.
Yeah. Slow clap. Somebody tried to slow clap the other day, and now just didn't pick up. Bro, I died. I fucking died. But y'all know how it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it. We'll see you next week. Y'all go check out on YouTube and comment, please. See you next week.
All right.